division that we want to talk about, the Regina Red Sox finishing first last year. They're bringing back a few very important players. But Joe, what do you think about the outlook for the Red Sox this summer?
Yeah, real quickly on the Medicine Hat side of things is I was just thinking about this is when even the first couple of weeks of that 2023 run, they weren't the greatest team going into the All-Star break, and they really caught fire. Right. So I'm very careful not to judge a book by its, first 3 or 4 weeks cover, because Moose Jaw did it last year too, right? They think the teams that really do well come championship time are the ones who are hot post Canada Day. And Regina certainly kind of did the opposite last year, right? This is a team that essentially ran the table in the East Division, and then come playoff time, run into a red hot Moose Jaw Miller Express and are swept out. So I know Rypathakos and company don't want to repeat that. And it's going to start with their offense. And they've done a big time job of basically taking that entire LSU Shreveport roster, which features Jackson Searing and company, and said, come on up here and we'll win a championship together. Because that was an offensively laden Shreveport team, and Jackson Searing's bringing some friends. So it's going to be a fun roster to watch in Regina this year. And again, I think they have a little sense of unfinished business from last year because they bowed out so quickly during the playoffs.
Okay, Ian, so who are some of those friends that we might see coming up from the Shreveport Mafia?
I'm less worried about the Shreveport Mafia, and I'm more I just think Colton Anderson coming back is huge. I think he was so good last year, anchoring your starting pitching. And Jackson Searing was, I just love the grit, and he's a football player. You can tell he's played football by the way he plays and taking fastballs to the face and then going to score a run. The whole mentality. And Rypathakos does a great job. He's just recently been named an inductee into the Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame. So he does a great job in recruiting. Odie Singer is one of their pitchers who's been very consistent for them. I just think they'll be consistent, steady, good. You know what you get from that team, and it's fairly consistent play. So I think Regina's they'll be just fine in the East this year.
The only thing they need is a new stadium. And I was at their banquet a few weeks ago. Actually, Mark Stiles was there. Shout out to Mark Stiles. But that was kind of the running joke of the entire night was, Energy City's getting a new stadium, and kind of just did that. Some other teams are getting new stadiums.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's not even a real city, and it's getting a stadium.
Exactly. So it's about time. So if anyone's listening, because I am here in Regina, new stadium, that's on the wish list. But we'll get there one day.